Going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Black People React. Today we wanted to answer some of y'all questions, let y'all get to know us. So, I'm Canary Valens. Hello.
I'm Slyce.
Yeah, y'all had some questions y'all wanted to ask us, so let's get to that.
Okay. What we got up first?
Put some glasses on.
Is that Lisa?
I know you're not supposed to have your glasses on camera, but I'll be up here reading like I don't know how. Yeah, so we got Lisa Schlier. Is that it? 5714?
Something.
Scheckler.
Scheckler, I think.
Sorry.
I should have made
Lisa
it.
Scheckler. She said, to appreciate a reactor, I need to know what types of music they were exposed to and enjoyed growing up. And it's okay to react to songs you've never actually sat and followed the lyrics to. It's good to research and show interest in learning. And be honest, we can suss out fakers. Love your background.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a really good question.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up, it was pretty much 90% hip hop. I used to love listening to Kanye, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Missy Elliott, people like that.
Yeah.
They were all new artists when I was young. Timberland,
Yeah, for sure.
Pharrell, Jay-Z.
Yeah, it's a long list. Yeah, I mean, for me, I would say, so for me growing up, it was a little bit diverse, but not as much as not that much. And what I mean by that is, see, from my father was a singer back in the day, and I have some family who was in the music business. So I heard a lot of soul music, a lot of funk, R&B, soul type music, doo-wop type music, from my father. And then from a sibling, I learned more hip hop, more Nas, Jay-Z, older school rap artists, Rakim, Ice Cube, that kind of vibe. And then from there, I kind of grew into learning, as I grew up, learning about, newer artists from there, DMX, Ludacris, Nelly, that kind of vibe. But I would say it was a mix between hip hop, old school hip hop, and like funk R&B is what I was brought up on.
Yeah, I'll say a lot of 90s rappers and a lot of early 2000s rappers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And then also, I ain't gonna lie, like when I was, outside of hip hop, and like I said, in funk and stuff like that, pop music back in the early 90s, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I was in the living room spinning around Michael Jackson, thinking I was, in the Thriller video and stuff. So that was a great question.
Thank you, Lisa.
Was that Rhonda Recall?
Yeah. Said, I love the art in the background. Are either of you artists? Also, what music do you love? What draws you to expanding your music knowledge library?
Okay. Thank you, Rhonda, for this question. The art in the background was made actually some years ago by my wife. My wife is an artist, originally from Mexico, and she loves to paint and draw and things like that. And this is a collection of artwork that she's done years ago, that she let me have, and I put it up, and she helped me put it up as well. We thought it'd be a dope background, so appreciate that.
Yeah, what music do you love?
And as far as the artist part, we both were music artists too, so that's one thing they don't know about us. Hip hop, R&B artists as well, I would say, like genre, vibe, whatnot. But music though, I like all music. I love all music. Really for me, I'm a moody type of listener. Like I listen based on how I feel. And I would say like a lot of times, like I said, I'll listen to a lot of Nas. I try to listen to some newer hip hop, but it's a little hard for me sometimes. It's a little difficult. But like I said, it doesn't have to be just hip hop, R&B, different genres, whatever really sounds good. Pop, listen to some pop as well.
And going off of what you said with, being hard to listen to rap nowadays, what draws you to expanding your music knowledge? That's kind of what it is, Rap today, it's a little more boring than what it used to be. So it's good to, hear other stuff and listen to stuff that we pretty much missed growing up.
Yeah, for sure. what draws us to expanding our knowledge as well. I would say big shout out to Canary. I gotta give Canary a lot of credit on this because this was his idea to talk about rock music. So I would say big shout outs to Canary because we both are music lovers in general. Like we just love good music. But to pick out rock music, I feel like I dabbled with it in the past, but not really looked into it like I wanted to. And I worked with people in the past. By profession, I'm a tech consultant, but someone I work with is a huge rock fan. And he used to always tell me about all these different rock groups, and he knew everything about them. And I always admire him for that. So shout out to Eric.
Artemis Clyde says, yeah, love you guys' channel. Rock is something to get into slowly. Some people will try to throw you in the deep end of it all, but you have to build up to some of the more extreme versions. I have listened to rock music all my life, and I find some of the more extreme versions really hard to get into, or it is just not for me. I think I like all forms of music. They are great, good and bad. For a reaction channel, it is important to be positive, even though some of it may not be appealing at first. You have to work up to it. Best of luck in your journey. It will be worthwhile.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that one. And I agree too. Sometimes it's like stepping out of your comfort zone, like trying new food in a way, right? Like sometimes it's certain things is acquired taste.
So do you see? Oh, sorry, Kimberly Johnson 8932 said, "Do you see yourself listening to more rock music in the future? And if so, would you most likely be jamming to in your car ride to work on your car ride to work?"
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for me, I work from home 100%. So I'm in my office jamming like crazy. But yeah, for sure, we've done it already. Like just like going different places. I know like when you riding somewhere, I'm going somewhere. I'm driving, running errands or going somewhere. I was, like I said, the first song that I blasted really loud was War Pigs. That was the first rock song since the channel, I should say, that I blasted, like just was like jamming really loud.
Yeah, so I definitely add a lot of these songs to my playlist after we listen to it. If I like it a lot. So yeah, we listen to it all the time. I'll listen to a lot more rock songs. Tap Duff says, hi, what made you want to react to rock songs? Just to learn more about it. I didn't grow up really listening to a lot of these bands, so it's fun to learn.
Yeah, like I said, back in the day, like I knew Kiss, I knew Aerosmith, and U2 was like some of the big names. Yeah, I heard my father talk about him. I know he met some of the. He actually met one of the group's lead singers for him before. So yeah, I always like admired different rock groups, but I didn't like dive into it. And when Canary came with the idea, I thought it was great.
Knife Kid, I think that's how you say it. Sorry if I did that wrong.
Maybe Nav Kid.
Yeah.
Nav Kid.
Is there any band you reacted to that you would take extra effort to see live if they were touring and still in their prime? Would you react to a young hard rock group that is actively touring now? Please react to the band The Warning performing the songs Dust to Dust, Dull Knives live at Pepsi Center. I live for the first time reaction to this band.
Okay.
Yeah, we talk about, there's like multiple groups that we would see. We would see Pink Floyd. We would see ZZ Top. We would see
Boston.
Like there's a lot.
Yeah,
and Cranberries.
Sure. Cranberry, yeah. That'd be crazy. Like we could make like our all-time concert with all the groups that we listened to this far. And we just had to pick out like 5 or 6 groups. That'd be so difficult to do. Would you react to a hard rock band that's actively touring now?
I don't know exactly who. Maybe like Tool?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I wouldn't see a problem with that at all. The Warning. We might listen to that. Please react to The Warning performing the songs Dust to Dust and Dull Knives. So if that's I don't know if they're a new group or not, but if they're a new group, yeah.
Yeah, why not? I'm not sure how to say this name. I'm sorry.
I think that's Kyle Sage. Kyle Sage. I'm sorry, guys. If don't we can really read. Don't think we can. The text is small. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. It's tough to see. There we go. It's a little bit better now.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that looks like it says Kyle Sage.
As you're being exposed to more varieties of rock music, what separates songs you're really into from those that are less interesting? Is it overall groove, vibe, creative, composition, lyrics, technical skills being shown off, or something else?
Great question.
Yeah, that's a really great question. The thing is for me is if their uniqueness, like the way they put the song together, and also how the song makes me feel, and like the lyrics of the song. It's just so much that goes into it.
Yeah, for sure.
As long as it's like well rounded.
Absolutely. I think it's a combination of those things, right? Like initially, human reaction is like, okay, how does song make you feel right away? So I think that's the like initial reaction is how it makes me feel. But then the substance of it, the thought put into it, like a lot of little things. Like we said, like we watched a Kiss video, a Kiss song a while back, and it was like at the end, like there was a great song, but then at the end, how they had the guitars acting as they were like shooting the guns and whatnot, and it went with the music. You know what I'm saying? Like just like showmanship, all of that goes into it for me.
Mm-hmm. From Melissa, she said, from the rock songs you reacted to this far, which were your top 3 and why?
Oh, that's tough.
So I know Pink Floyd, ZZ Top, and Radiohead. And the reason why is because they all had songs that threw me off. So I always looked at like Eagles as Hotel California is like the greatest rock song, right? When I think of a rock song, I think of that song. So comparing like some of those groups, I always thought like they were just leagues ahead of everybody else. But now I'm starting to notice that there were groups that were around that were kind of on their heels with like great songs.
Yeah, man. That's tough, Melissa. That is tough. I would say top 3. I had to really go back, honestly, and really look through all of them. But off the top of my mind, I don't know. For some reason, I really love War Pigs. I love War Pigs. Black Sabbath. Boston. Okay, I gotta go War Pigs, and I gotta go Pink Floyd. Comfortably Numb. And then number 3, I might do this a shocker right now. Yeah, nobody's gonna believe me on this one, but I'm gonna say ZZ Top, Well Dressed Man. I'm gonna say those 3. So also different, but also unique.
Yeah, definitely love most of these groups. Jonathan said, "Were you into any rock before the channel?" Yes, that's actually a great question. I love that question. So growing up, I listened to Gorillaz and Sum 41. Those are like my favorites.
Okay. Yeah, like I really, for me, it was just what I heard. Like if I heard something that I liked, then I just kind of gravitate towards it. But really, before like the channel, if you told me to put on a rock song right now, it was gonna be something very mainstream. Outside of Kiss song, it was gonna be probably like Bon Jovi or maybe U2. So,
yeah, guys, we appreciate y'all for asking us these questions.
Yeah, for sure. Anything else you want to know, make sure you text Canary at.
All right, guys. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.
Yes, sir.